Hey, I'm Diana Taurasi from the Phoenix Mercury, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion Radio.
Obviously not the second half you guys wanted. What did you guys learn about this team today going forward to the Olympics?
I learned that we're getting better. Obviously not in the win column, but some of the things that we did out there were, remarkably better than what it was on Wednesday. We just got to clean up some things. I thought the third quarter we turned the ball over and we gave Australia too many easy baskets. When we're able to defend and we're in front of them and we're chasing them around, we made it somewhat difficult for them. When we turned the ball over, we weren't able to get back and put that defensive effort into motion.
Hey, Dawn, Kareem Copeland, Washington Post. I was going to ask about those turnovers. Was uncharacteristic? Was that more of, you guys have still only been together for a couple of days, or is it just a little bit sloppy passes across court and things that are kind of uncharacteristic for them?
I mean, a little bit of both. A little bit of uncharacteristic and a little bit of Australia. They made it hard for us to make entry passes, and they made us go to a different option in our offense. And I don't think we handled that well in the third quarter. I thought other than that, we handled it pretty good. It's just that spurt. And that's a spurt that we'll always have to be ready to guard against in any game that we play. It is, and it can come at the end of the game. It can come in the third quarter. It could come in the first quarter. So we are familiarizing ourselves where we have some weaknesses, and we'll continue to correct them.
Chantel Jennings with The Athletic. I was just curious if you could expand on the decision to not play Nafisa Collier in the first half, or explain the decision.
We have 11, able bodies. It's just it's hard to manage 11. It's hard to manage 12, but 11, somebody's going to not play as many minutes as one would like. And so we got to, I don't think I played Asia Wilson in the fourth quarter either. She didn't play in the second quarter. So there are going to be instances in which you're going to see that. And at this level, everybody's going to be okay with it, because ultimately we want to win, and we want to win a gold medal.
Yeah, Coach, this is Michelle Vogel from ESPN.com. Were you concerned at all with the 3-point shooting, or was it just an off day today, with only getting 2 3-pointers and both of them coming from Stewie?
That's probably the one area in which we really haven't been strong in, and we got to get a little bit better, because that's what we're going to have to defend. We got to put ourselves in a position to shoot them as well. We didn't shoot it. I think 2 for 18 is what we were. I think we're a lot better than that. We just didn't get it going today.
Hi, Akiko Yamawaki from Kyoto News, Japan. I'd like to ask you about Olympic. You will play against Japan in Tokyo. What do you know about Japanese national team, and who do you think is a threat in that Japanese team?
What was who do I think is
the threat?
A threat.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
threat.
And what I know about, they're very well coached. They're their home country, and anytime that any Olympic team is hosting, they invest a lot in their teams. The Japanese team has gotten better. We've had difficulty with them because of their style of play and their ability to pass and shoot threes and put you on your back, put you on your heels from a defensive standpoint. But for us, we're a couple of games away from that, and we are a lot of practices that are needed for us to just get better with what we have going on in our team. So when we face Japan, we'll hopefully be a better better looking basketball team.
Coach Steve Drummond with Redline Editorial. Offensively, you guys are struggling shooting the ball. What are your concerns with the flow of the offense at this point?
I mean, at times we got pretty good ball movement, and then at times we get a little stagnant. And I think that is just from, everybody playing their style of playing, what they do for their respective teams. But ball flow and ball movement will help any team, and we definitely have to do that, especially when we're being challenged in catching the ball. If you move it quick enough, I think you can shift the defense a little bit, and I do believe our shooting percentage will increase with every reversal that we can get.
Just one more for me, Kareem Copeland, Washington Post. I'm curious what you thought about the pace of play today. You guys didn't really kind of get out and run much. Is that something you want to do more moving forward, or were you just kind of happy with kind of your pace today?
I think we can get down the floor a little bit and play quicker. I think we are just a step behind because we're trying to figure each other out. You can see Sue out there navigating and being the point guard that we need her to be. But we got 7 new players that haven't really been a part of what the last 2 and 3 Olympic Games have been about, and we got to get them up to speed and put them in a position where we can all feel good about moving forward. But I feel good about the progress that we made, especially defensively, and offense it's probably the last thing to come for me, because we're going to emphasize defense a lot over the past 24 hours, and we'll have to reevaluate and emphasize a little bit of things that we need to do offensively.
Dawn, I know it's an exhibition game, but it's rare when the U.S. Olympic team loses any game. Is there any level of concern that you guys won't be ready for next week in Japan just because it has only been a couple of days you've been together?
I mean, I'm not flinching. I don't anticipate any of our players to flinch. I think we just have to trust our process. Our process is a little bit different than it's been in the past, just because we are a different team. So, I mean, we get back to the drawing board. We don't like losing. We don't like feeling the way we feel. But if there's progress taking place with this team, it puts us in a better place. And the final question for Coach Staley will go to Howard Meckel online. Howard, unmute yourself, please.
Hey, Dawn, just to speak to your point about continuity, how do you significantly go about building continuity quickly? Just as you have an experience where you're able to do that, and just related to that, how important is it to bring Diana back? Just because in that case, you'd have Diana and Sue, 2 players who are very familiar with one another playing on the court at the same time.
I mean, building continuity is you got to keep pushing through, and you gotta I mean, you have to emphasize the things that you're seeing along the way that will allow your team to grow. I don't think you can stop and say, oh, it'll fix us, it'll work itself out. No, the things that we need to work on, I mean, we need to get better defensively. And we got better in 1 hour and 45-minute practice. We got another practice tomorrow. We'll just kind of balance some of the things that we want to do from an offensive standpoint, and just continue to go out there and compete. And it's hard. It's tough missing Diana, because Diana does not only score well, but she's a tremendous passer, and she will help with the flow of our offense. So whenever we get back, we add an experienced player who can make sound and great basketball decisions.